You don't get treated badly all at once. That's the dangerous part. It usually starts small. A disrespectful joke you laugh off. A promise someone breaks and you excuse. A favor you say yes to when you're exhausted. A text ignored. A boundary crossed. A tone that feels wrong, but you stay silent because you don't want conflict. And little by little, people begin reading you, not your words, your tolerance. They study what you allow, what you forgive instantly, what you stay quiet about, what you keep returning to even after it hurts. And whether we realize it or not, we are constantly teaching people how to treat us. That truth feels uncomfortable because it forces us to look inward. Stoicism teaches something brutal but freeing. The world watches what you accept more than what you say. Your reactions become your reputation. Your silence becomes permission. Your repeated tolerance becomes instruction. And if you are not careful, one day you wake up surrounded by people who only learned the lessons you kept teaching without meaning to. The Stoics understood that respect starts long before another person speaks to you. It begins with your own internal standards. Epictetus often reminded people that while we cannot control other people's actions, we are fully responsible for how we respond. That matters deeply in relationships, family, friendships, and work. If someone cancels on you every single time and you always say, "It's okay, no worries," while feeling resentment build inside, what lesson are they learning? Not that your time matters. They learn your time is flexible. If a coworker dumps extra tasks on you because you never push back, what lesson are they learning? That your energy is always available. If a partner speaks to you harshly and every time you rush to smooth it over because you fear distance, what lesson are they learning? That they can cross that line and still keep full access to you. This is not about blaming yourself for others being disrespectful. It is about recognizing how powerful your response really is. Many people confuse kindness with self-sacrifice. They believe being loving means endless patience. Being generous means never saying no. Being strong means tolerating everything quietly. But Stoicism separates virtue from weakness. There is nothing noble about abandoning yourself to keep someone comfortable. There is nothing wise about silence when your peace keeps getting damaged. There is nothing compassionate about teaching others that your boundaries don't matter. Real strength is not loud. It's calm and clear. It says, "I respect you, but I respect myself too." It says, "I care, but not at the expense of my dignity." It says, "I'm not here to punish or control you, but I will not participate in what harms me." That kind of calm boundary changes everything because people feel it. You don't have to threaten. You don't have to perform. Your consistency becomes the message. Think about friendships. Maybe you're always the one checking in first, always the one planning, always the one driving across town, always the one remembering birthdays, always the one making excuses when they disappear. At first it feels generous, but over time you start feeling invisible. You start wondering why the effort isn't equal. Stoicism would ask a hard question. What pattern has been reinforced here? Because repeated overgiving can accidentally train people to expect your effort without valuing it. They stop noticing because the pattern became normal. Then, when you pull back, suddenly they act surprised. They may even call you distant or different. But what changed? Often nothing except this. You stopped teaching them that one-sided effort is acceptable. That can feel uncomfortable at first. People resist when access changes. But discomfort is not always a sign you are wrong. Sometimes it's proof a healthier standard is finally being introduced. This becomes even more intense in romantic relationships. Someone may love deeply, but still teach their partner that poor communication has no consequences. Imagine your partner repeatedly ignores your messages for long periods, then returns, expecting warmth and closeness like nothing happened. You feel hurt, but every time you bury it, because you don't want tension. Eventually, your silence becomes part of the relationship dynamic. The Stoic view would say, your peace matters too. Love without self-respect turns unstable. The more desperate someone becomes to avoid conflict, the more they sometimes teach the other person that emotional inconsistency is acceptable. And this can become painful, because the hurt person feels unseen, while the other person believes everything is fine, not because they're evil, but because behavior became the teacher. Calm honesty becomes necessary. Not accusations, not emotional explosions, just truth. This matters to me, I care about us, but this pattern isn't healthy. That changes the lesson. Family can be even harder. Sometimes the people closest to us have known us for decades. They know our soft spots. They know when guilt works. They know when pressure works. Maybe a relative constantly asks for money and becomes cold when you say no. Maybe someone speaks down to you at family gatherings and everyone laughs it off. Maybe your needs are always placed last because that's just how they are. Stoicism teaches us that we are not required to surrender our peace to preserve unhealthy patterns. Respecting elders does not mean tolerating mistreatment. Loving family does not mean unlimited access to your emotional energy. You can be calm and firm. You can remain kind and still refuse behavior that drains you. That's not cruelty, that's maturity. And often, the strongest people in a family are not the loudest. They're the ones who quietly refuse to betray themselves anymore. A huge reason people struggle with this is fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of being called selfish. Fear of losing someone. Fear of being misunderstood. And that fear makes us tolerate more than we should. Marcus Aurelius wrote often about standing rooted in your own character rather than chasing approval. That's hard in real life, because many people were raised to keep peace at all costs, to be agreeable, to avoid upsetting others, to smile through discomfort. But the Stoic asks, what is the cost of abandoning yourself repeatedly? Every forced yes, every swallowed truth, every ignored boundary. It adds up. Eventually, resentment builds, confidence drops, and people around you begin interacting with a version of you built around fear instead of honesty. What's powerful is how fast dynamics begin changing when your actions align with your values. A coworker asks you to stay late again when you're already overwhelmed. Instead of instantly agreeing, you pause and say calmly, "I can't tonight." No apology marathon, no over-explaining, just clarity. A friend repeatedly cancels last minute and expects unlimited flexibility. Instead of pretending it's fine, you say, "I value our time, and last-minute cancellations have been difficult for me." A partner raises their voice. Instead of escalating or collapsing, you say, "I want to talk, but not like this." These sound simple, but they are powerful because they create new instruction. They teach others how to approach you. They teach your nervous system self-trust. They teach your mind that your needs deserve a place in the room too. Some people will respect you more immediately, others may resist, and that resistance can feel intense. They may say you've changed. They may accuse you of being distant. They may test whether your standards are temporary. This is where Stoicism matters most, because emotional discipline means not panicking when others react. If your new boundary is healthy, stay grounded. You do not need everyone's approval to protect your peace. The strongest standards are repeated calmly over time. Not one emotional speech, not a dramatic exit, but consistency. That consistency teaches more than words ever will. And one of the deepest truths here is this: the way you treat yourself quietly trains the world around you. If you constantly ignore your own exhaustion, others may too. If you minimize your own pain, others may minimize it. If you honor your own limits, speak truthfully, and carry yourself with calm self-respect, people begin feeling that standard before you even explain it. Your presence becomes clearer. Your no means no. Your yes means yes. Your peace becomes more stable because it isn't built on everybody else staying happy. It's built on internal alignment. That is where Stoicism becomes freedom, because you stop spending your life trying to force others to become different. You stop chasing explanations, stop begging for understanding, stop overperforming to earn respect. You focus on your own character, your own standards, your own discipline, and from there, relationships become much clearer. The right people adjust and respect you more deeply. The wrong people expose themselves faster. Either way, clarity becomes your ally. And maybe the hardest realization of all is this. Sometimes the pain you feel today isn't only about what others did. Sometimes it's grief over how many times you abandoned your own truth trying to keep peace. That realization hurts. But it also becomes the turning point, because once you see the pattern, you can stop teaching it. From that moment forward, your silence changes, your standards change, your energy changes, and so do the people around you. The Stoics understood something most people learn the hard way. Peace begins the moment you stop negotiating away your dignity. Not everyone will suddenly treat you perfectly. Some may respect you more. Others may pull away the moment you stop accepting what drains your peace. Let them. Not everyone is meant to stay once your standards rise. Some people were only comfortable with the version of you that stayed quiet, overgave, and asked for nothing. But real strength begins when you stop abandoning yourself just to keep everyone else comfortable. Never forget this. Every time you ignore your own boundaries, silence your truth, or tolerate what hurts you just to avoid conflict, you teach people that your limits don't matter. But every time you speak with calm confidence, protect your peace, and stand firm without anger, you teach something new. You teach the world that your kindness is real, but it is not weakness. That your love is deep, but it will never cost you your self-respect. That your presence is valuable, and access to your energy is never guaranteed when your peace is being disrespected. So raise the standard, speak clearly, protect your peace. Let your actions show people exactly how you deserve to be treated. And if this message spoke to you today, let me know in the comments. What boundary are you finally ready to protect? And if you're building a stronger, calmer, more unshakable life through Stoicism, subscribe to Psychovest and join us on the journey. Your peace matters, your standards matter, and you never have to abandon yourself again.